Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs. If you had it back there and you're looking for a smile, bringing hope and joy for a day that was wild. Stuff from the cuffs is here to make things bright. In the world so dark, they're bringing some light. Stuff from the cuffs. Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs. Go Bria, go Ben, go Bess, go Brian. Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs.
So I'm wearing my football jersey. Not the Jamaica one, but the Chelsea one. Chelsea's new jersey has the number 3 on it. Jamaica just pick up 3 love. Starting off on a sad note, the Reggae Boys lost at home. And for some of you, you don't care about sports. But it hurts.
Why does it hurt? Why does it hurt? Tell me, why does it hurt?
You wouldn't understand. Oh. I take up myself. I watch the match. Jamaica have an amazing team on paper. But trust me.
May a joke, sir. But trust you what?
Talking about relationships, and the Reggae Boys not having a good relationships with us right now.
Or they're just not having a good relationship with the goal.
Or with the coach. Anyway.
Or whatever. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another Live in Lockdown. So, apparently you guys are prophets and you got your heart's desire as it relates to the extension of Live in Lockdown. We didn't know for sure that the lockdown would have been extended, but we figured that it would have. And I saw some comments from some of you commenting on the last YouTube video, the last live we did, Live in Lockdown, to say, yes, lockdown extended, so more Live in Lockdown. So here we are, another Sunday inside Live in Lockdown, another discussion. We're so very happy to have you. Welcome to all our new subscribers. If you're watching and you're a new subscriber, drop in the chat that you are new so that we can big you up. Welcome to all our you still to put your head on Reggae Boys. I same behave for Reggae Boys and behave for West Indies. I must struggle myself. But it is what it is. You're gonna cry. Anyways, tenants in the building. Seen that emo want to cry, so I'll do it. Tenants in the building. Big ups, guys.
Reggae Boys fans in the building.
Welcome to Live in Lockdown. So, want to say hello to everybody tuning in. So happy to have you. Make sure that as soon as you come on in the live that you like the live.
Hey, cut. Trine Bent. Oh, it's Tamika Barnum. That's your cousin, right?
Yes.
Trine Bent says Auntie Bass' birthday is in lockdown. Hey, Trine, I try to know me glad to Andrew do it. You know, me not for buy nothing. Me not for carry her go nowhere. It's like saving money.
Try.
Big up yourself, Andrew.
Try your best.
Lock down the birthday celebration.
Right.
Lock up the money.
Lock down and see what other things lock down. Alright?
That's not in the Bible. The Bible talks about
you don't know what I'm talking about. So go on lockdown. Go on happy for lockdown and no birthday and no celebration. Now go on lockdown. Other things can lock down. Okay?
That's not of God.
You see how quick him gets silent, guys? Guys, you see how quick him gets silent? Yes. So yes, my birthday is in the lockdown. And I'll be spending it with you. Because it's on a Tuesday, right?
Even when you're bad.
It's the 14th. It's on a Tuesday, so it means that it will be inside a Live in Lockdown. So I'll get to celebrate it with you.
Faith is key said no coloring. We come against that. Coloring be free. Let coloring be free. Alright. So let's pick up all the people, you know. Joshua Reggae Boys, now put that behind us. Let's move forward.
Are you alone? Did have it in front of you? But
Basic
okay.
IT and EDPM with Carrie and Reed Simpson says she's here. Sashika Reed, big ups to you. Shanisa Foster, J&J Sharing TV, Shania James, Charlene Smith, Stephanie Perrin, Fine Finley 5, said that already. Jennifer Gunter, Abigail Dawson Thomas, Sharice Bryan, Shamoy Williams, Faith is Key, Susie Q, Atasha Lindsay, Shakira Taylor, Winsley Campbell, Telia Williams, Marjorie Harris, Tejan Williams, Amelia Foot. Amelia says, final she catch alive.
Welcome.
Kerry Ann says she'd be writing our lesson plans, but she's here to watch. I'm going to go do some myself, right?
Yeah.
Dionique says she's late. Joanna says, I don't follow on with a spoon sports. I don't have a clue what that is. Michaela Gray, cufflinks in the building.
Big ups.
Oh, she says she don't follow sports.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yeah. Epic Tell, newly subbed like a week ago. Welcome.
Thank you.
And yeah, Tamar Gray. I thought we would at least score one goal. Anyway, let's get into it.
All right. So tonight in Live in Lockdown, as you can see in the caption, we're talking about relationships. Yeah?
Shayna Martin, hi, I am new to your channel.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Happy to have you.
Alright, so we're talking about relationships, and it is following up our... It's following up our coloring episodes where we spoke about our honeymoon, and a lot of people have expressed to us that they've been helped, most importantly, and that's why we're here. We shed and share the fire. Yep, so keep it fun, we're inspirational, we're real, and we're educational. That's our tagline, and if we stop being any of those, call us out. Right now in the chat and say, guys, on the boring, guys, on the stop inspire, guys, on the stop being real, or there was no education in any of your videos. Alright, so what we want you to do, this came from the idea today. I don't know how many of you know who TD Jakes is, but I was watching something this morning, and TD Jakes was talking about discovering. He was talking about discovering, and he made mention of the fact that a lot of people have discovered church, but they've not discovered God. And I'm not going to preach about that. You can go check that out. But most importantly, when I heard him talking about that, I thought about how it tied into so many different areas of our lives where we discover one thing, but we don't discover what it truly is. So I'm going to be working on some other stuff. I'm going to be talking about how many of us discover school, but not an education. I'm going to talking about how many of us discover weddings, but not what marriage is. And we're starting with relationships. And what a relationship is versus what it is not. What is a relationship in your eye? We're talking about a relationship between a man and a woman, and certain values that we and morals that we subscribe to. So for you, what is a relationship?
So for me, you mean like
Yeah. When you hear relationship,
boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, or just relationship in general?
In the context that
of
we
marriage?
believe in, yeah. Get into marriage.
Okay, so for me, a relationship is when two persons decide that they are going to come together, not come together with the coloring part, but come together and get to know each other with the end goal in mind, being that hopefully one day, if it's the Lord's will, that marriage will be a part of the picture. Right. I personally don't believe in entering a relationship just for entering's sake without having it as a thought that marriage would be the end product.
Like there are 34 people who don't have a relationship with the like button right now. Click the X and go like the video so that more persons will know that we are on. So yeah, relationships are serious business, most importantly. And I've heard people say it's about having a relation in a ship. The two are together, persons are stuck in the same boat, so to speak. And I think that's profound. But there is a truth to what a relationship is and what it is not. And I believe that a lot of us are in relationships, but we don't really understand what relationships should entail. And we broke down, if you look into the title, you will see RELATIONSHIP spelled out with spaces in between. And we're looking at some of the things that people are not getting from a relationship and what people are getting and what they should be getting. And of course, we will start with R. What is missing, I believe, in a lot of relationships is that people are in a relationship, but they've discovered They've discovered relationships, but they've not discovered romance and respect.
All right. And
How vital is
can
that?
you be romantic without being without coloring?
Can
That's
you
a
be-
question that I'm asking for those in the chat.
See, Epic tells them no coloring till marriage.
No coloring in marriage. Nope. So we're not talking about that just yet. Do you think it's possible to be romantic without coloring? And for those of you, if you are joining this live for the first time, you haven't been keeping up with us since last week.
Yeah, coloring does
Coloring-
not mean
Doesn't mean the regular coloring. It means that, that. But we have to keep the language very,
colorful.
yes, colorful because we don't want to be flagged, okay? So, do you think it's possible to be romantic without actually coloring? Because I think a lot of times persons think that in order to be romantic, you have to color, which is why sometimes relationships are so heavily based on coloring alone because people feel like it's probably the only thing that you can really do.
And they mix up coloring with romance.
And coloring with intimacy.
And coloring with intimacy. And people just believe that if you are in a relationship, you must be coloring because there's nothing else to it. But what happens after the coloring stops?
Yeah.
You don't have that relationship with the person. It is for however long the duration of that intimate moment is. And don't get it wrong, coloring is an intimate moment, but it's not the essence and the be all and end all of what
Right.
romance is.
Right.
Or what intimacy is.
And I also think that people need to understand that where coloring is concerned, romance has to be a part of the whole picture in terms of the lead up and the whole atmosphere leading up, and even to get into the whole mood of things. So it's not just about the moment of coloring, it's also about everything, the atmosphere at home, what it's like when you go to work and I go to work and how we check up on each other during the day. I randomly send, not you, but, and I ain't sending him flowers. You randomly send your spouse flowers or just a nice message or something, What does it really mean to be romantic? And
How are you romantic to me? That's a tricky one. Here you go, because the men are always expected to be the romantic ones to the women. Men, you must go all out, you must do this, you must do that. But as a woman, how do you romanticize me? Or what are some of the things that you think you do that is romantic?
I feed you. Apart from that, what? I feed you? Do you don't think that's romantic? You don't think that's romantic when I cook your favorite meal and I come and I say so? Hey, baby.
You see, this is a discussion we need to have. How the imbalance in relationships where men are expected to do more than women.
That's not true.
Men don't know how to be romanticized.
That's not true. Babe, alright. You know what? I'm not even going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question. You need to answer that. You not answer the question?
That's why you would.
Alright, what do I do? So I'll come and I'll rub his head. I will randomly start scratching his back.
Faces Key says just knowing me as a person is romantic.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I remember when the first time that he came on TV, I sent him a congratulatory cake, like strawberries and chocolate and all of that, and it said congratulations with a note. I had it delivered to him in Kingston while I was in Mandeville. Other romantic
Big uproar and everybody I'll be like, what?
I have something that I called Husband Day, which is a whole day filled with romance. Father and the...
Is Husband Day romantic? Alright, you just have to say hi and then you're gonna go say bye, alright?
Bria, you have to give your sister juice.
My mom did my hair today.
Yeah, tell them you're preparing for back to school.
I'm preparing back to school. My new teacher named Miss Allen.
Yeah, so Bella's here.
Wash my hair this
Mommy, wash
one.
Yeah, so
my
I
hair,
washed Bella's
yeah.
hair, washed Bria's hair and combed hers. But tell him that your hair is not combed yet. My hair is not combed yet.
Here's some coconut iron.
Alright, so Bria, go give your sister juice.
Wait, someone said hey baby.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll
so
get
tomorrow
you.
is school. Yeah, tomorrow is the first day of school.
Like, this is not romantic, right? These are moments when you just be like, alright guys, when you're in the middle of the moment.
Alright. Alright, go let Bria give you the juice. Go. Bria's give. And Bella, what is that in your hair?
It's my hair.
Is your hair? Okay, alright.
It's my rainbow bee.
Your rainbow beads? You put the rainbow beads in your hair, but I don't comb your hair yet. Alright, give me 1 minute, guys. Let me just.
Alright, females, let's go through what you guys are saying in the chat. Hi beautiful babies, I love the little ones. Hi Brie, hi Belle. Yes guys, they are something else. Alright, she bought you a rose and didn't like it. Is that romantic though? Why when we looked at that, say buying a rose may not be so romantic for people, you know? Bubbles video, you could have did for Susie. Nope. Is husband day romantic? Yeah, husband day is romantic. I think we often categorize romance in one specific way, where we think about romance being flowers, chocolate, watching a movie, a midnight stroll, dinner and a movie, whatever. Those are the things we often categorize as romantic. But as Faith is key said, romance is knowing who you are, and if you know who the person is, you know what the person likes. And romance is, I don't even know the dictionary definition of a romance, but maybe it is something like a moment that is full of intimacy and on a deeper level. Maybe.
Yeah, like for this year's husband day, it was a day filled with a lot of activities. And it was us just spending time together. We went to Mystic Mountain. No, that was your birthday.
Yeah, boy.
What was it?
I don't
What day
remember.
was-
You have so many
right.
different
So many
moments.
different days.
Yeah.
And that was very romantic for us, from the ride up to coming back down in the night and it raining on us. It started to rain and we were in the dark on the lift in the rain, and we thought that was romantic. On a regular day would be like, oh my
Under
goodness,
the
we're
towel,
wetting up.
yeah.
Right? But it was so romantic. And I remember one morning when you were at work, you went to work and I was home with the babies.
Don't put it back on.
Yeah, I was home with the babies and I ordered gourmet breakfast from this place and had it delivered to you. You remember? Waffles and pancakes with syrup and
Yeah,
waffles.
so romantic
and,
is not necessarily a sexual moment.
Yeah, a coloring moment. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, not necessarily a coloring moment. It can be just about anything. And I think when you know your partner's love language and you know what they appreciate, it is easier to be romantic. So like for me, all right, for somebody else, buying flowers for them may be romantic. But for me, because I don't really like flowers, it's not, I don't categorize it. I don't categorize it as being romantic, but I still feel romanced when he does it. But it comes back down to you knowing your partner, knowing what your partner loves, and, you know, doing things that they like.
The question was asked, women are said to be more romantic, but is it not that they receive more romance than they give, says Duchesne? I believe we've been forced as men to give more
Do
romance.
you give more romance than me?
Of course.
Do you give more romance than
Of
me,
course.
babe? No, I don't think so.
It depends on what
I
you
don't
consider
think
romance
so.
to be.
No, but if
But
if I don't know that
No,
it's
you
romance,
You do.
Okay.
You
'Cause
do.
if
You
I-
are more. You're
I
that type
am
of person.
naturally more.
I will do it in poems. I will do it in pictures. Excuse me. I just had some lovely salmon for dinner. It was quite romantic. Yeah, you do a lot more. Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I am very fine with because I'm more outgoing than Brian. I think I'm more creative than him and more spontaneous. Brian likes to plan things out. I will just get up tomorrow. I remember one husband day, he resigned from love the Tuesday, and the Tuesday night when he got home, I had him choose from. I had like a Jeopardy thing set up in the living room, and I said, choose 3 things, and whatever you choose, we're going to do. And when he chose the things, all of them led up to us flying out the following day.
Now, ladies, Don't feel pressured.
No, don't feel pressured.
Men, don't go pressuring your woman
No.
to now start your husband day
I am just
and
saying.
send you on flights, all right?
And yeah, so that was one of the things that we did for husband day. Another husband day, we planned to go and visit our friends for Thanksgiving, but we had to go to a hotel first. And when we got to the hotel was decorated. Of course, that wasn't all me. Decorated with gifts and stuff. So it was a surprise husband day at the hotel. So naturally, or I think in general, men are quote unquote forced to be more romantic, but ladies, we can step it up. Okay.
Yeah, she spend more of the money. So females don't take male love languages seriously, but they want males to take their listen. That's so real. You know, the expectations, generally speaking.
Okay, thank
again,
you.
we don't generalize, but the statistics have shown that more women expect men to do X, Y, Z for them, and women tend to not do as much for their men, which is what Bass is just saying. You know, she came up with husband day, and not many men can say that they are celebrated every year on a different, just out of the blue. You know, and we looked at gifts for men, and everybody said tie and tie pin and cologne and watch and suspenders and socks. That's it. Like crazy, no.
Yeah, so you have to find different ways. Last year for Father's Day, because he was a father for 4 years, I had 4 Sundays of Father's Day. So every Sunday in June, well, the week before, right, the last week of, which month come before June? May. Last week of May up until the 4th Sunday, which would have been the 3rd Sunday in June, I had 4 Sundays of Father's Day for every year he's been a dad. So I'll just say you just have to be creative, know what your partner loves, know what your partner appreciates, and for every Sunday I had the girls make something and he was showered with gifts just like it was Father's Day. So you just have to be creative.
Get up and be
find
creative.
different
Yup,
ways.
enough of you want to create and procreate and recreate, but you don't want to create in a relationship. Get up and be creative. Get up and do something nice for your house. Yep, ladies, don't just wait until it is only the man's birthday.
No. So there are so many different ways that we can discover romance in relationships, and it doesn't always have to be coloring. There is so much more to it.
Romance is being in tune with your partner, knowing likes and dislikes. I don't know why Brian wants to business. Of course, Bass would be more romantic. Excuse me, Susie Q. I am not going to tackle you.
I am.
I'm not going to tackle you.
I am.
And he says, praise God for his wife. Speak up. Brian, you
Big up.
found a Proverbs 31 woman. Of course. What else is there? I ain't going to know other book or any other. What else is there? Yeah. So the next thing was for R was respect as well. Bella is here again, guys.
What happened, Bella? Yes,
I
dear.
finished my chips and shoes.
You finished with your chips and juice?
Yeah.
You
Yes,
guys made a
mommy.
mess.
You made a mess. Sit right here. Yes, Brian.
All right, here.
Jesus, Bella just wash it here, guys. All Bella here was eating chips. Yes, baby.
All right, so respect. The next thing was Songs of Solomon is there. Brian, we're not talking about that in Songs of Solomon tonight.
Yeah.
So
Yes, mommy.
Where my sleeping? Where my sleeping are they?
On the blue table. When you finish, turn on back the TV, okay? Put it on the thing that she likes. We soon finish. Yes, I'll come in. Brush off your clothes, baby.
the next one was respect, guys. A lot of people are in relationships, but they've discovered relationships, but they've not discovered respect in relationships. You know, they're all about one particular thing. Again, we're talking about coloring, but we're not talking that it's the most important thing or it's the only thing, right? So we're saying that respect is also important. It's important for respect, and it goes both ways. Bella? Yes, your sister's gonna give it to you. So, guys, give me a second.
You see, respect, guys, and this is what I need women especially to understand. Sometimes, you know, as women, we get into our feelings and we tend to sometimes say things that we don't necessarily mean to say in the moment, which is why I practice to not to speak when I am upset. But respect is like top tier for a man. Meaning, respect is very, very, very important.
Yes, like stop talk.
A man,
When I'm talking, you must listen.
a man
No,
needs
that's not
to a man needs to feel respected, and if he does not feel respected, it can have a ripple effect of a lot of other problems. Yeah? So a man needs to feel respected. And ladies, how can we be respectful? Give one to your sister. And put the thing on the TV, okay? Respectful in our language.
Respectful and like the video.
Respectful in how we respond.
Respect and like the video.
Respectful in how we treat him. Respectful in how we... I can't always say respectful in your thoughts, even though that's something that we need to ensure that we, are working on it. Sometimes I say some things to myself in my head when I'm upset, so I don't verbalize it.
But as a man think it's so easy. Confess. As a man think it's so
But
easy.
what I'm
From
saying
you think them in your
is-
head, you're doing them.
But do you know?
Yes.
Do you know?
The Lord is revealing now.
The Lord is not revealing anything. But respect is very important to a man. True or false?
True. And
Yes.
and if a man is respected, and I mean whether or not as the head of the household, if you are respected or not, you should still respect your partner.
And it don't mean say woman alone must respect man. Man must respect them woman too. Right? Because a lot of times,
And respect is shown in different ways.
a lot of times we stress so much on respecting the man of the house that it's like, where is the reciprocation? Right? Where's
Listen
the
up.
reciprocation?
When I talk, you listen.
Oh yes, it's to me.
Jump. You must say how I.
Oh yes.
I said to jump.
Oh yes.
I bet you lock
What
off
kind
this-
of jump?
That's not respect.
And
Get
you
it
know,
right, get it right,
I
get it right.
always say when a woman is loved properly and loved right, I think respect comes a little easier.
And when a man is respected, he love more ladies. If you want to get him to love you, respect him.
Okay.
Respect me. Alright, we're going to wrap up now, right? So, relationships, as you can see, it's pretty long. RELATIONSHIP. So, we're going to look at the next two for tonight: emotions and economy. A lot of people have discovered a relationship. You're now in this relationship with this man or this woman, but there is no recognition and no discovering of emotional intelligence, of emotions. Don't understand the woman, and the woman don't understand me. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, you don't acknowledge her emotion. Yeah, cry for.
Right?
Yeah, cry for.
You're too
Yeah, watch the
sensitive.
show and yeah, bally so. Every
You're
show,
too
you know,
sensitive.
now to show it, you know.
Something happens deeper than that. Something happens in the relationship, a disagreement, or something went wrong for the lady, and the lady is crying, and the man can't understand why
Hold on.
it's such a big deal.
Somebody just dislike a video when me say, you better listen. Hey, when you better respect me, no guys, it's an act, it's an act. You can thumbs up at the video, yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying? Yeah, I was saying sometimes, okay, something happens in the relationship or something happens in the woman's life, and vice versa, because it happens to men as well. And you can't understand why it is that the person is taking it so hard, or why it is that the person is being so sensitive to the situation, or why it is that the person is reacting the way the person is reacting. And because you kind of look at things differently, you're like, where have you suffer? It is very insensitive to the person's feelings. It's very insensitive to how the person processes things. And we have to understand, they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus. We process things differently, right? We process things differently. But we have to get to that level of emotional intelligence where even if we wouldn't behave that way, or even if we wouldn't react that way, that we can appreciate how that person is processing it and be there for them.
Yeah. Even not trying to change it. Men, we are often trying to change and fix things. Sometimes they don't want to be fixed or they don't need to be fixed. Just let them be, you know. Just sit down. Have the uncomfortable conversation sometimes. Just sit down in front of them and say, why do you cry when you watch the shows?
Like Brian
Like,
can
let me
tell.
ask right now, like, why do you cry when you watch the shows? And you know it's an act.
I am just, as Bria would say, I'm just sensitive. Bria will tell you if she cries about anything and you're like, why are you crying, Bria? I'm just sensitive. Like Brian can tell before I start crying that I'm going to start crying. You see him start looking at me in the corner of his eyes like he wants to see me and cry.
Guys, you have
Yeah.
a main protagonist who just need an accident or something and get cut out of the show. I say, babe, stop it crying. I never look, babe, don't bother start crying. You turn on and you look, I full of water. You know, understand the
but-
person's
yeah.
emotions and respect it.
Yeah.
And not because you don't grieve that way, or not because you
Yeah.
don't get angry and respond that way, you don't think the person's own is. Understand the person's emotions are important too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, men respond to things differently, ladies. Understand it's not necessarily that him this and him that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you always don't talk? Ask him why. Spend time to understand. See if you can help him to talk and express himself. But every time you vex someone, you gonna play your game, or you gonna better you walk out the house and leave me alone, you know.
I'll say it in my head, but I'm not going to say it to you.
No, that was
Back to
us. That was us.
respect.
I'm just saying, you know.
And you know, we gave an example some years ago, well, not some years ago, when we missed our flight going abroad.
Money High, such an emotional time. I tell you what,
Ah!
last night.
You did finish watching without me?
You fell asleep. I wasn't gonna stop. I went to bed about 4 o'clock this morning, guys. Watch all of them. You go to bed.
All right, so you know what's going to happen. You see, anytime,
understand,
babe, you
understand
see, no,
my
babe,
emotions.
you should
I
have.
was so emotionally hooked, I could not stop.
All right, don't worry. So you see, next time you go on Netflix and you see a show that says continue watching for Basilia, don't vex.
No, but you start watching the show
I
differently from when
said
we
don't
start
vex,
out together.
babe. Don't.
It's a
Why
difference.
you finish watch the show without me? It's alright. Yeah, go
It's a
watch you
different-
over with me.
It's different.
No,
I
you-
will, because I
Okay.
missed something that I didn't see before. Because I didn't
That's
watch.
not
You know.
nice.
When realize you can't sleep, I just got to all of the action and seeing them. I didn't watch the full show.
That's not nice, babe. And you know, so we're supposed to watch it together. It's alright, man. Me have enough other show me go watch without you.
You see, that's the difference. You see, you don't get up and do that. We started out
Don't
watching
worry
a show
yourself.
together,
Don't worry
guys.
yourself.
And I know you're
Never watch
supporting me in the
other show
chat.
without
We
you.
started out watching the show together and she fell asleep and I continued. Versus
Guys,
she
there
deliberately
have
now.
been
She's going to
times-
deliberately now go watch the show.
Guys,
Brian, you see what you call?
guys,
It's
there
alright.
have been times when. Hold on, last night, prime example. Brian fell
See,
asleep.
somebody not liking this right now. Stop.
Brian fell asleep in Money Heist. Like
I mean-
20 minutes in the first episode. Guys, you know what I did? I stopped it and I shook his foot and I said, babe, you fall asleep.
And when you
You
fell
want-
asleep, I stopped it and I woke up and I said, babe, come. And you jump up and you watch. I never know you're gone again. I
And
will
I-
wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
And I stopped watching and I shook him to see if he was awake. And him say, yeah man, me
Sorry,
awake.
feel later, Brian.
And then him say, it's
See,
our
the people them stop liking it, you know. Stop talking
him
about
say,
it.
oh, no, I'm not stopping talking about it. And then I said to him, babe, you want to finish watching it or are we going to watch it tomorrow because you're falling asleep? And him say, it's alright.
Babe, I'm so
Play
I
it.
couldn't wait till tomorrow, man.
It's alright.
Nice.
It's alright. It's alright. You should have just
Brian,
quietly watch
just
it back
quietly
with
watch
me.
it back with her.
Like you
Like
never
you knew
know.
to you
Like what
too.
me did do with you with that is
I'm going to watch it again with them, man.
You heard what I just said?
I'm going to watch it today.
You heard what I just said?
Yeah. You're confessing that you did watch the show already.
But I tell you,
It's alright.
anyway.
You have to watch and ensure it is good.
The other day you were so excited about
See,
watching.
Brian, you see, I had to watch it ahead of time to make sure there were no curveballs that I know you couldn't manage. So I watched it to protect you.
Anyway, it's alright. We're gonna watch it again tonight. I'm very hurt. I am very hurt.
Oh, you till weekend again.
Oh, yeah, say. Yes.
The next one was economy. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of time we don't look at the economy in relationships. So a lot of relationships crumble because of the financial factor. Why are we not talking about the money? We want to make money, but we're not talking about where the money is going. How is it being spent? Is it being allocated the right way? Are we doing the budget together? Are we just sporadically spending off the money without properly maintaining how we are going to make it through each month? What is our midterm goal or short-term goal? Are we saving? Are we putting some in insurance? Are we investing? Whatever. People don't talk about money in relationships, and money often looms out of relationships.
Yeah, you know, they say love can't go to supermarket and love can't pay light bill and love can't put food in your belly. Really and truly, duh, it can't. And so we have to have these conversations as it relates to finances, because when there is stress where finance is concerned, it trickles down into the relationship. If we can't figure out where we going to get the next meal for the kids, we're going to get the next pack of Pampers, we're going to get the whatever, it trickles down into the relationship and causes stress and tension, especially if the financial issues are as a result of one partner being a spendthrift or one partner being very careless with the finances. Then it becomes a huge stumbling block in the relationship.
Yeah, and it's so important to know that from before. What are you likely to do with $100,000 if I give it to you now? Oh, you know, so I'm going to buy a new shoes. I'm a 5 billion more and get.
And that's not me.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just clarifying.
Yeah. But look at this double standard in the chat now. Look at this double. Let me go to a motor. Look at this double standard in the chat now. You see, I can't understand, how the woman them must say we must express ourselves, and now me express myself, and them tell me to keep it under the quiet.
No, them saying you should have kept it under the quiet.
So you want me to hide things from my wife? If me did hide things from my wife, is the next problem.
No, but for peace sake, you just never have to say it.
Alright.
Know. Well, I would have known when I go back to watch it and see it gone all the way down. But yeah,
it's alright.
Yeah, she is the ending online as the movie speak.
She
That's
can't.
crazy.
I just want to know what's gonna happen. Like, she just Google and just say, what does that happen? Well, how does this show end? See yourself, yeah, girl. Not her.
Yeah. So finances is very important in a relationship, and it can cause whole heap of problems. So that's a discussion to be had, and it's a continuous discussion, because as your finances change, this moment we may have a whole heap, next moment we may have a little, and so how you budget and how you decide to spend may change from time to time, and so it's something that you have to do together. It's something that I had to readjust to, because when Brian and I were living apart, when he was in, we all know the story. For those of you who are new, you can watch back those videos. I literally was just doing things on my own. Remember? I was just kind of just doing my own thing. When I got paid, bam, 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 got stuff for the baby, whatever. Of course, Brian was contributing financially, but for me, because I felt so independent again, because we were not physically together, I just got things done. And when we moved back together now, it was sort of a readjustment in terms of us now planning again. Brian used to send me the budget online every month, and I'm like, why is man sending me the budget? Can we just go buy the things that I know that we need? And he's like, no, we need to plan together. It's still a work in progress on my part in terms of, us getting it together on paper, which is what Brian wants. But we still get it done and get it done properly, right? But he wants it in a more structured way, and I'm working on that.
See, somebody, Marlon, I think, says next time you just watch it and clear the cash. Or the cash, sorry.
Oh, clear the cash.
Alright,
Yeah,
I
so-
know that Marlon, but respect to somebody in the chat being helped. Yeah, so that's it. Basically, we are finished for tonight. We are going to, again, as we said, we're looking at discovering relationships, but not discovering things in the relationship. And we looked at tonight, so there are a lot of people who discovered a relationship, or they say they're in a relationship, but they've not discovered romance and respect.
That's
They've
for the
not-
R.
Right, and for the E, they've not discovered emotions and economy. We're gonna look at in coming episodes love and loyalty. So you've not discovered love and loyalty. You've not discovered attraction and appeal. You've not discovered trust and time. You've not discovered your individuality in the relationship. You've not discovered obedience. You've not discovered niceness. You've not discovered coloring and sacrifice. You've not discovered honesty and happiness, inspiration and purpose. All of these things are important in a relationship.
Yeah, and we'll try to ensure that we cover all the letters before the end of this week.
Yeah.
So tomorrow and Tuesday inside Live in Lockdown, we're going to look at the other things that we said here today. So make sure, guys, I don't know about you, but we thoroughly enjoy doing Live in Lockdown. It's always such a pleasure to have you on, interacting with us, and just, chiming in on the discussion. It's so different than when it's just me and you just discussing the topic to the camera and then seeing the comments after.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, make sure that you log back on 8 o'clock. right here on Stuff from the Cuffs for another edition of Live in Lockdown. And if the lockdown prolongs, then guess what?
Yeah, we have 2 more weeks.
Live in Lockdown.
Yeah, so respectfully, we're closing early because back to school starts tomorrow. So we have some final preparation for the girls. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. You know, I started the gym, guys. I'll keep you posted on that. What else are we doing? People are saying we finished already. Sure.
No, it's actually 45 minutes we've been on. For 45 minutes, but the reason why we are ending now is because tomorrow is back to school.
Somebody say we're done. Oops.
Tomorrow is back. Why am I not disliking the video? Tomorrow is back to school, and we're trying to get Bria back into a new routine.
What's watch here? Noel said, Basilia, any nice man would want you to be their wife. Noel, you sure? Wanna see me and live with me is 2 different things, and you must pray for me. Pray for me.
Yeah, so we're trying to get Bria into a new routine. So in terms of bedtime, both of them actually. So we want to get her to bed early so that she can wake up early for her first day of grade 1 tomorrow. So that's why tonight is a little shorter. Yeah, that's why tonight is a little shorter. Even though it's 45 minutes.
Boys broke my vibes.
Even though it's 45 minutes. So it's not really short, but in the whole scheme of things, in terms of the discussion nice. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight,
yes,
guys.
Susie inspired me for the gym. One of the persons who inspired me was Susie Q. Instead of sitting down and see her video, I said, God, Susie's trying. I'm going to get up on another. But I'm getting at it now, Susie Q.
Yeah. So, guys, that's it for tonight's Live in Lockdown. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure that you like this video before you go. And God willing, we'll see you tomorrow at 8 for another Live in Lockdown with Stuff from the Cuffs.
Tell us in the building.
Bye.